So here I think I was trying to get him to join up with me because I had asked him to yield hindquarters, but he had instead walked away, trying to get him to join up. He did. So I walked forward and pet him, and that is very good. He's really joining up. He's staying with me. He's moving to look at me. I really like that. Now, since I think I had asked him to yield hindquarters, I'm trotting him around, and when I see any sign of him looking at me, remember he has to be paying attention to me, but there I did see a tiny bit. So I back up and give him that, and that was a really good face up actually, because he even yielded his hindquarters to face up, and that's so good. I like it when he does that, and there he is actually following me. And so what I did is I clucked as I walked forward, and I held out my hand because that's like his lead rope, and he doesn't really know much Liberty at this point. This is just session 2, and he's doing really good for session 2. I mean, he's following me when before he had no idea at all, and I'm really impressed with that because he's really following me. And now, of course, you always want to make sure the horse wins. You also want to make sure that he knows what he's doing is right. So I always make sure I reward him. And then here, trying to get him to yield the hindquarters perfect. And now let him think. He has to think about it. He has to know what he did was right. Giving him the reward. Trying again, poke until he does, and that was good. Now that was really good because he even turned more and walked toward her to kind of face up with her. So that was so good. And now wherever she goes, he's moving to stay in tune, and that is so good. He's following her. Gotta remember that hand though, because that's his lead rope basically. That's how he knows we want him to follow. And that was so good. So after a bit more of this same stuff, we decided to give him a break and let him go graze. But that was super good. Again, we just are really careful to reward him for what he does as soon as he does it. And we've just got to remember he is very new to this. So here a few times he ends up stopping. And that's when we know we have to reward him before that because he's not exactly sure at this point. So that's where the phrase comes in. Always let them win. Because before he stops, we want to reward it and reward him before he stops. So here he's doing really good. She stops and pets. So that's showing him, yes, that's what we want. Keep doing it, and he did really good. He figured it out. Now he's a smart boy. And he has a very, very, very nice personality. Wants to do everything you ask, and he is just so good. I think he can do really good Liberty, because he's just, I don't know, he has such good potential for that with his temperament and everything. He wants to do what you ask. And we just kept doing that. And then we ended the session pretty soon. And it went really well.